Hello, how's everybody doing today? Sorry that we're a couple of minutes late. I realized at the last minute I did not have water, so I had to go get water real quick as I was loading these rosters. So, tonight we are doing round 14 of Season 4 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. The stream schedule to possibly finish this season, because I know the season, it's been going on for too long. We're going to get Season 4 finished, and the goal is to get Season 5 started in about, probably a month from now, maybe less than a month. So it's going to be a quick turnaround between Season 4 and Season 5. In the meantime, that schedule real quick. So the plan is tonight we're doing round 14. Tomorrow night during Sunday Night Football we're going to do round 15. Let's see, I'm not streaming on Monday. Might do Pokemon Legends ZA after the football game on Monday. But then round 16 to finish the regular season is going to be done on Tuesday night. And the round 16 schedule right now, I know it looks just like that the way it is on the whiteboard of the image I posted all the way back, but just like the last season with round 16, we're going to switch the schedule order from least important games to most important games, and that switch will be made when round 15 ends tomorrow night. Then the plan for the playoffs. The plan is to do the first round of the playoffs on Wednesday, the conference semifinals on Thursday, the conference finals on Saturday because I will not be streaming Friday. I got work Friday night. And then the plan is to finish Season 4 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League in 8 days from now on Sunday, November 22nd. Oh wait, I messed up a number. Sorry, not 22nd. Sunday, November 23rd. My bad. Yeah, I just realized I screwed up those numbers. Okay, so Sunday, November 23rd, that's when we plan to do the All-Star Game in the finals. The rosters for the All-Star Game will be also determined when the regular season ends. Anyways, we have 3 rounds left to the regular season schedule, so round 14. We're going to get started tonight with the Time Zone Squad at your worst nightmare. We do have playoff scenarios entering this round, however, so we'll talk about those playoff scenarios real quick. We do have teams who have clinch spots and who have been eliminated, so let's start with the teams who have been eliminated. In the Eastern Conference, as mentioned, both Ottawa and Red Plus Blue have been eliminated from playoff contention, so they're just going to play their last 3 games, and that's it. They are eliminated from the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Let me move my microphone a little closer to me real quick. There we go. In the Eastern Conference, however, the Novas, who are the best team in the league, 11-2 record, they have clinched a spot in the playoffs. So even if the Novas lose out their final 3 games, they are in the playoffs. So congratulations to the Novas, they are in. As for the other side of things, the Western Conference. Nobody is eliminated yet in the Western Conference. We do have some elimination scenarios. We'll talk about those in a little bit. But Your Worst Nightmare, who will be playing first tonight, they have clinched a spot in the playoffs. Even if they lose out, they will be in. So welcome back to the playoffs. Your Worst Nightmare, they are back in. They currently hold the best record in the Western Conference, 10-3 record. Alright, as for those playoff scenarios, we'll start with the elimination scenarios real quick. In the Eastern Conference, Boston can be eliminated if they lose or if Miami wins. JG Wentworth can be eliminated if they lose or Miami wins. And Green Bay can be eliminated if they lose and Miami wins. So let's check that schedule real quick. Miami's going to be the second game of the night. They go on the road, at No Custody. So Miami, they have that road game. Boston, let's take a look at Boston real quick. Boston and JG Wentworth actually play each other. So if Miami wins, Boston would already be eliminated, but they could have the opportunity to eliminate JG Wentworth. As for Green Bay, let's look at Green Bay real quick. Green Bay will be the last game of the night. They host Detroit. Detroit is on that 8-game win streak, and they have not shown any signs of stopping yet, so that's going to be the potential elimination scenarios. We will know if JG Wentworth and Green Bay, if those are going to be elimination scenarios after that second game with Miami when they go on the road at No Custody. As for clinch scenarios, we do have 3 teams who could clinch spots in the playoffs. Detroit can clinch a spot with a win, or if the Chaos Corp and Buffalo loses. So we already mentioned Detroit, they're on the road. Last game of the night, they go at Green Bay. Let's see. The Chaos Corp in this round, they're going to be, they're going to be the 4th game of the night. Chaos Corp hosts the Novas, and immediately afterwards, game number 5, Buffalo hosts Red Plus Blue. Red plus Blue has the longest active losing streak in the league right now. They have not won a game since round number 4. So I believe that's 8 straight losses in a row for them now. Maybe, yeah, actually I think it's, 8 straight losses. Maybe it's 9 straight losses now. Let me double check. But we do have one more scenario too. The Novas. They've already clinched a spot into the playoffs, but they can clinch the best, sorry, not the best, but they can clinch a first round bye in the playoffs if they win. And we see losses from Detroit and the Dynamic Divorce. So let's see. Detroit, we already mentioned them. They go on the road at Green Bay. Dynamic Divorce, they're the third to last game of the night, so game number 11. They go on the road at Ottawa, who's already been eliminated. So Ottawa, they could have a chance to play spoiler, allow the Novas to clinch the first round bye in the playoffs, because the top 2 seeds in each conference, they will make it into the playoffs for the first round bye. They won't play in that first round. They'll just wait for number 1 seed. They'll wait for the lowest available seed, and the other seed, they'll just go go at the number 2 seed. Then, as for the Western Conference, in the Western Conference, we'll start with those elimination scenarios real quick because we have 4 different teams who could be eliminated as of this round. So, Fun Gang, they can be eliminated tonight with a loss. Fun Gang in round 14, they're the second to last game of the night. They host Amiibo Engage, trying to compete for a playoff spot. Then, the Cinnabon Splitters. The Cinnabon Splitters can be eliminated if they lose. Cinnabon Splitters, they host Very Dog's team in this round, or if both Amiibo Engage and the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts win. Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts, they're on a 4-game losing streak. They are going to host Edmonton. As for Amiibo Engage, as mentioned, they are on the road at Fun Gang. Speaking of Edmonton, though, Edmonton, your defending champions, they can be eliminated in this round with a loss. And Amiibo Engage and the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts win. So there's 3 things that need to happen for the defending champion to miss the playoffs. They would become the first defending champion to miss the playoffs if that does happen. Then, let's see. The 456 Squadron, they have a very same scenario too. If they lose, and we see wins from Amiibo Engage and the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts, they will be eliminated. 456 Squadron, they host the Ditto Burritos in this round right here. So those are the 4 teams who could be eliminated in the Western Conference of this round. We don't have any new teams who could clinch a playoff spot, and that's because 2 of the teams that are currently out right now, the Swarm and the Ceiling Fans. Actually, no, sorry, the Critical Crashers and the Swarm, they face each other in this round, meaning both teams cannot lose, meaning that there is no clinch scenarios for any new teams. However, we do have a chance of the number 1 seed in the Western Conference being clinched in this round. Your worst nightmare can clinch the number 1 seed in the Western Conference if they win here against the Time Zone Squad, and we see Very Dog's team losing and the Ditto Burritos losing. So let's see. Very Dog's team, they're on the road at the Cinnabon Splitters. The Ditto Burritos, they're going to be on the road at the 456 Squadron. So if that plays out for your worst nightmare, they will clinch the number 1 overall seed in the Western Conference. They'll get that first round bye, and they will have home playoff advantage during the entire Western Conference, meaning Game 1, and if needed, Game 3 of every series will be at Dracula's Castle Battlefield Forum. In fact, that's where tonight's game is going to be to start things off, Dracula's Castle Battlefield Forum for your worst nightmare. Let me share that stream link real quick, and we will get started almost immediately. My throw, it's like not the best right now, but I need to get this league done out of the way, so let me press that live now button. I completely forgot to do that, so live now, round 14 of Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, season number 4. We'll get started as soon as I send this link. Let's get to that real quick. There we go. I keep forgetting to make thumbnails. I'll make the thumbnails tonight, or maybe tomorrow in the morning, during that Spain game in the NFL. Let me get this sip of water, then we will introduce your teams for this, plus the full round 14 schedule. Hello, welcome to round 14 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is season 4, round 14. As tonight's schedule, we will get started with the Time Zone Squad at your worst nightmare. We will see Miami at No Custody. The Ceiling Fans, they go on the road at Toronto. We have the Novas at the Chaos Corp. Red plus Blue at Buffalo. Very Dog's team at the Cinnabon Splitters. The Ditto Burritos, they go on the road at the 456 Squadron. The Critical Crashers and the Swarm. That's going to be a very important match in the West Conference without of 2 teams currently out of the playoff spot right now. We have Edmonton at the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, Boston at JG Wentworth. The loser of that game could get eliminated. We have Dynamic Divorce at Ottawa, Amiibo Engage at the Fun Gang, and to close out the night, Detroit at Green Bay. As usual, we're going to have intermissions in between games 4 and 5, as well as in between games 9 and 10. So it's a 4-5-4 split for tonight. Let's get started with the Time Zone Squad at your worst nightmare. Both teams currently in the playoff picture right now in the Western Conference. The Time Zone Squad, they have a record of 8-4, I believe. No, sorry, the Time Zone Squad is 8-5 right now. You're going to see Nokotan, Pancakes, the reigning MVP, Pomp Patch, Trident, and Crony for the Time Zone Squad. On the other side of things, your worst nightmare, 10-3 record, best in the West right now. We're going to see Voyager, Chroma, King Raru, Rice, and Shion. So both teams right here, we're going to see Bylets as the closers for both teams, as these Amiibo, they're currently top 5 in game-winning KOs for the entire league right now. So 2 very good and effective closing Bylets. We'll see whether or not they will have to face each other or not. These teams, they've been getting into some close games. Your worst nightmare, though, they got a big blowout win against Ottawa in the previous round. A good bounce back win for them. Actually, no, they're on a win streak, actually. Your worst nightmare's on a win streak, actually. My apologies. Alright, but with all of that said, let's get started. Your leadoffs are going to be Nokotan versus Voyager. Voyager is currently contending right now for the best leadoff in the West, because the best leadoff in each conference will be the leadoff representing the respective conference. Of course, Voyager wait, this is the wrong Olimar. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. That's the wrong Olimar. That is Cicada's Olimar Voyager of the Buffalo Amiibashers. Sorry, the right Olimar we need is Colonist. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, so let's take 5 more minutes. You've got to be kidding me. Whoops, wrong Olimar. Alright. 5 more minutes. Give me like 5 more minutes. Through all that yapping, all that. I am so sorry about this, folks. We will get started in like another 5 minutes. So go ahead, ping everyone, ping your friends. We're gonna get started in 5 minutes. Let me load all those Amiibo real quick. Reduce my yap account. My apologies. Yeah, so Voyager's not going to be playing right now. Voyager's going to play for the Buffalo Amiibashers in a couple of games from now, so whoops, my apologies. He actually just snuck up in there. Don't worry, Colonist, we're getting that exploit, sorry, not that exploit, but we're getting that, what's the word, what's the right word? It's, trying to think for a mail, like you're trying to get it as fast as you can. No, not extract, nope, not expedition, the, trying to think. Expedited, there we go, the expedited jet. That's what we're doing right now for Colonist coming for your worst nightmare, because woo, that would have been a disaster right there had we used the wrong Amiibo. We've scanned in the wrong Amiibo before in some situations, but that's the first time we do this here in season. No, actually, it's the second time we do it here in season 4. We actually loaded Yummers in like a game for Toronto this season. The amalgamates me Brawler instead of me Swordfighter, but trying to find Net Easy's hero real quick. Pump Patch. Hopefully, I load the right one. That's another thing too. I've yet to load the wrong duplicate so far. This is not a mistake-free league, ladies and gentlemen. We make mistakes all the time sometimes, including some of my commentary, but no worries. We are loading Luckman's Gandalf Trident right now for the Time Zone Squad. It's already going to be almost 20 minutes in the stream. No, like 15 actually, and we still haven't done anything yet. So, if you're a VOD watcher, you're still confused like this whole like last 15 minutes and like just nothing going on. Don't worry. This is a very rare scenario, all of that. I'm surprised you're actually still watching the VOD if you're a VOD watcher here. If you're live, well, you gotta hear this right here, right now. Let's get Crony in right now. Alright. Yes, I do mess up the Nightmare King deities. You got Pancakes, you got Nachos, you got Rice. Pancakes and Rice will be playing here. So it's gonna be no Nachos. We don't got that Nacho syndrome quite yet. Let's find, let's see. Let me move my mouse pad a little to be like that. There we go. Alright, so Crunchies, Olimar, Colonist. Not Cicada's Olimar Voyager. Let's bring in the right Olimar real quick. This is Colonist, the right Olimar we need for the squad. Then, your worst nightmare. Let's bring in the rest of their Amiibo. So, Chroma, King Raru, Rice, and Shion. Still can't believe I did that. Yes, good to see you, Colonist. Welcome. That, expedited plane. It came in right on time. Alright, Jaws' Link King Raru. Gonna be the third amiibo, so let's bring him in real quick. I'm like shaking my head internally because I still can't believe I did that. Alright, so for anybody who is just like tuning in right now, you have missed nothing. That's good news. You have missed absolutely nothing because I've been yapping. I loaded the wrong amiibo, so we've been having to rescan everything. So that's good news. You did not miss anything, just in case you were like getting late home from like work, school. I don't know what time. There's no school. Is there anyone that has school on Sunday? Oh, is there anyone in my audience that got school on Sunday? If you do, a huge shout out, I guess. Y'all still get like 2 days off though, right? Nightmares by Lucielle. Gonna be the last amiibo to be loaded in right now. Gotta get this sip of water real quick. Thank goodness I went out of my way to get water at least, because we really need this after all the yapping. So get your sip of water right now. Alright, so we apologize for the interruption. We'll get started immediately with the Time Zone Squad at your worst nightmare. The leadoffs for real this time. It's going to be Nokotan versus Colonist. Your rosters are Nokotan, Pancakes, Pump Patch, Trident, and Crony versus Colonist, Chroma, King Raru, Rice, and Shion. Alright, for real this time, let's get this started. Round 14 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, Season number 4. It's going to be 14-12 right now. Nokotan with that down special, going to make this 14-32. We're going to see just the up tilt miss from Nokotan. It's going to be a forward throw, actually, down throw, forward air. We see Nokotan gets hit by the up smash. It's 61-32. Forward throw, it's 69-32. We're going to see a back throw now from Colonist, and we see that was a down special attempt, does not land. Does Nokotan go for one here? She does not. It's 136, and that's a forward smash. Colonist continues to get leadoff win after leadoff win. He is continuing to strive for the best leadoff in that Western Conference. Low is going to have to respond later on this round against the Critical Crashers. And Pancake comes in, gets a revenge KO against Colonist. It's going to be Pancakes versus Chroma, so the reigning MVP picks up a KO here. It's going to be 20-38 to nothing right now. So we see Chroma side special. That's going to put Pancakes at 59% already. He has yet to come back onto the stage. It's 59-15. We're going to see it's a forward tilt now, 59-26, and Chroma almost got hit by that side B, but it's going to be the side B interrupting the forward smash. My apologies. 78-55. When we see Pancakes, he will not go for an aerial right there. That would have been able to knock Chroma too far. Instead, we see 78-64. It's going to be forward tilt. It got partially foresighted, but she could not foresight the entirety of that hammer. 78-104. We're going to see Chroma coming back onto the stage. Goes a little high with that down air. Switch back to Pyra, and Pyra comes back onto the stage. 86-104 as Pancakes trying to rack up his second KO of the game. We see the side B miss. Forward air, Chroma jumps straight into it, and that Gordo, that's going to hit the Mithra. It's going to be 2 KOs for the reigning MVP, but now here comes King Raru. The rookie, this is Jaws' Link Amiibo. Off smash is going to miss. It's going to be 98-12 right now. This forward smash will not be able to get rid of Pancakes quite yet. It's going to be forward air from Pancakes on the way back. 124-23. Off smash. That will still not KO Pancakes. He is still alive at 145%. It's going to be the forward air into forward smash getting shielded. That one's going to get shielded too. And we see off smash. That one's going to land. That's going to get rid of Pancakes. It is 3 versus 3. So King Raru picks up 1 KO in this game. It's going to be 0-44. As we see down smash. Critical down smash from Pump Patch right there. 0-76. We're going to see jab, jab, jab again. King Raru still off stage. Coming back on. Uses the ledge attack to come back onto the stage. Another jab, jab, jab from Pump Patch into the fireball. King Raru remains off stage once more. Forward air to interrupt a forward air from the hero. It's going to be 34-121 as we see off smash from King Raru. Pump Patch at 53. 53-121. We see forward down tilt, forward air, 85-121. That forward air is going to miss as we see jab, jab, jab again from Pump Patch. He's going to go off stage, down air. That's going to miss. That one's going to land, but it's not a strong hit. But King Raru, he is going to be short. So now the rookie, Rice. He is designed to be very similar to Pancake's reigning MVP, but more aggressive in his gameplay. He's already taken 55% against Pump Patch, though, as we see 99-67. Rice at 6-7. It's going to be forward smash, and the 6-7 forward smash from Rice. That's going to get rid of Pump Patch. 2 versus 2 right now is Trident coming out for the Time Zone Squad. It's going to be side B, dash attack, 137 as that up tilt is going to miss. It's going to be 10-24 22 to 137. That was a miss forward right there from Rice. It's going to be 22 to 137. That's up tilt. It's going to land. We have a 1 versus 2 scenario for Xion, one of the better closers in the league so far this season. It's going to be 44 to 0 right now. We're going to see just the dash attack from Trident. It's going to be just the down throw, forward air. Trident at 6-7% now. It's going to be, that's a parry, down tilt, dash attack. We see the off smash is going to miss. Forward smash got spot dodge, side B, down tilt, Xion at 82. We're going to see the shield out of the shield. Off smash missing, out of parry. Trident did not capitalize out of the parry situation. It's going to be 100 to 82 right now. There is still Crony in the back for the time zone squad. It's going to be 101 to 90 right now. Off smash, going to miss. We see the side B miss from Xion though. 105 to 115. We're going to see a back air, and now we're going to see Crony coming out for the time zone squad. This is going to come down to the last amiibo. It's going to be 0 to 115. So, Crony, the rookie, has to face off against Xion, a long tenured veteran here in this Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. It's going to be 0 to 142. We see down tilt from Xion. It's going to be down tilt, and we see up special instead of up air from Crony. A rookie mistake right there. Hopefully it does not cost her. Down tilt. She tries to go for the up air there, but lands on a platform. It's going to be 33 to 161. Xion is still alive at 173%, but she is thrown off stage. She's going to come back. Forward smash gets shielded. Side B, Crony at 52. We're going to see Crony come back onto the stage. It's going to be jab, jab, jab. Crony off stage again. 64 to 173. Forward smash gets parried. Side B from Crony. It is 64 to 186. And we see Crony with the forward smash. The rookie is able to defeat the long tenured veteran as the time zone squad. They're going to win this game 5 to 4. So your worst nightmare will not clinch the #1 seed in the Western Conference this round. We're going to see if they can clinch that in the next round. That's going to be the 4th regular season loss for your worst nightmare. So the best they can do is tie their franchise best record in the next round. So your worst nightmare, their franchise best record is 12-4 back in the 2nd season. That is when they had the #2 seed in the playoffs. They were 12-2, I think, entering 4 rounds. Here they are 10-4, but they can easily win their last 2 games. Your worst nightmare. In the next round, they're going to go on the road at Amiibo Engaged, and in the final round, they host the Fun Gang. As for the Time Zone Squad, a win here gets them their first winning record in 3 seasons. It's their first winning record since season 1 of Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, when they had that magical 14-2 season. That is still the best regular season record in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history. The Novas, they do have a chance to possibly tie that record this season. Alright. So, with that being said, Time Zone Squad, I don't think they've clinched a playoff spot quite yet because, okay, the reason why Time Zone Squad, Amiibo Engage, Feet, and Ditto Burritos, other teams like that, the reason why they can't clinch in this round is because there's 3 teams that are barely out of the playoff picture right now, each with 6-7 records, and 2 of them, the Kirkle Crashers and the Swarm, they face each other in this round, and because you have 2 of those teams barely out facing each other, that means one of them has to win, and one of them is going to have a slightly better record, and that could result in some, like, elimination scenarios, like, still on the market for some of those teams, especially with the fans and feet enthusiasts. They have been collapsing so far, 4-game losing streak. We'll talk about them when we get to their game, but in the meantime, we got the screenshot already. Let's head over to Miami. Sorry, not Miami. Yes, Miami. As Miami, they're on the road at No Custody. Alright, so No Custody, as we mentioned, No Custody has a clinch scenario in this round. They can advance into the playoffs. Let's check those scenarios again over in the Eastern Conference. So No Custody, if they do not have a clinch scenario, actually, my apologies, I misspoke. No Custody, they could possibly clinch in the next round, however, so we'll see. A win here at Miami would most certainly help, but there are a bunch of playoff scenarios involving Miami winning or Miami losing that could affect things. Specifically, those 3 eliminations regarding Boston, JG Wentworth, and Green Bay. If Miami wins against No Custody in this round, then the loser of Boston versus JG Wentworth will be eliminated. But we'll talk more about that match when we come back on the mic. Your rosters will be loading momentarily. My apologies, I forgot No Custody is the home team in this game, so let me reload No Custody's roster, then we'll do Miami. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 2, as we have the Miami at No Custody. So, apologies for the difficulties. We actually loaded No Custody as the road team. They are the home team in this game, so they're going to be on the right side of the field. Miami, they are the road team of this game, as we will see Lil Nas X, Yamcha, Dabuman, Sub-Zero, and Gungalzo versus Snaketails, Fipsh, Starslot, Glue Stink, and Gord Lock. So, as we mentioned, there are a couple of teams who could be eliminated if Miami wins. Some are or conditions, other are and conditions, but if Miami wins this game right here, the Boston Brawlers will be eliminated. So that is one active scenario right now in this game. Alright, with that said, let's get started. Lil Nas X versus Snaketails, they're going to be your leadoffs. There are no clinch scenarios for No Custody in this round, but a win here and they could possibly clinch in the next round. Let's get started. No Custody, by the way, they host Green Bay in the next round. Miami, for anybody curious, because they are currently the 6th seed, Miami hosts the Fantasy Feed Enthusiast, a struggling Fantasy Feed Enthusiast. It's going to be jab, jab, jab from Snaketails, making this 15. Up smash, 35. It's going to be 35-0. Parries the forward smash. It's going to be 50-8 right now, as we see Snaketails coming back onto the stage. Down throw. Forward air is going to miss, however. It's going to be jab, jab, jab again. 76-19. Lil Nas X, he is not coming back. He missed the tether. So Lil Nas X accidentally self-destructs the #1 overall pick with a rookie mistake. It's going to be 0 to 43 right now. Snaketails comes back onto the stage. It's going to be 17 to 64. Side B, Yamcha has about 1/3 of a meter, half a meter now, 34 to 81. Forward tilt, gonna make this 34 to 94. Snake Tails, we see the side B. Yamcha gets caught in it. He's 3 bars away from having that KO punch. 1 bar away, so the next hit he takes, he will have that KO punch. 62 to 106. Comes back onto the stage, takes the ledge grab, and that's gonna be 89 to 106. Yamcha has a never mind. He loses the KO punch. After that jab, 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 it's 118 to 106. As you see, Yamcha comes back onto the stage. Forward throw from Snake Tails, 134 to 106, and he will be caught in the side B. And even if he did get caught in KO there, he was going to be too far. Dabuffalo comes out for Miami. It's going to be up special, 22 to 110. We see forward smash. Dabuffalo. It's going to be side B. He gets caught in there. Snake Tails as a leadoff. She already has 2 KOs. She can come back onto the stage. It's going to be 68 to 113. Down smash though. That is going to make Snake Tails too far. So Dabuffalo critically damaged, and there was 2 KOs as well for Snake Tails. As we see, Fips, Crunchy's Link coming out right now for No Custody. He's having a career best season, the long tenured vet. He's been in the finals all 3 seasons of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Trying to make it 4. He gets a KO right here. Fips is 4th all time in total KOs, but he is like more than 20 KOs behind NetEasy's King Deity Tilted. It's going to be 23 to 42 right now. We see forward smash getting shielded. That's a side B. 23 to 57. Could you imagine saying that the #1 and #2 all-time leaders in KOs were in the same team together that made it to the finals? It's 55 to 69 as we see side special gonna be forward air from the Link, 64 to 77, 64 to 95 as we see Sub-Zero. It's gonna be up special again, 64 to 111. I believe that is going to be Fips' 18th or 19th KO. We'll see about that, but it's going to be forward smash getting parried. 88 to 111. Down smash. Fips alive at 125 for now. It's going to be 88 to 125 still. We see Sub-Zero launching Fips the other direction. It's going to be jab, jab, jab from the Link. 99 to 140 as we see forward smash missing. Fips with the up throw. Do we see up air here? We will not. Neutral air from the Richter instead. 111 to 148 right now. I forgot to mention, but this was a 4-2 scenario. Fips gets KO'd here. Star Slot with the forward smash getting shielded, so it's now 4 versus 3. It's going to be 111 to 10 right now as we see forward smash here. Sub-Zero. He'll be alive for now. He should be able to come back onto the stage. Yes, he will. It's going to be 139 to 10. We're going to see just down smash. Down smash from Star Slot in the parry. This is a 1 versus 3 scenario for Miami. If Miami loses here, then Bastion is still technically alive this round. It's going to be 20, 30. We see a down throw neutral air. 46 to 44 right now, so we're going to see it at side B. We see Gengalzo. He's already halfway towards Arsene already. Going to be 46 to 54. Forward smash. Arsene is almost available for this Joker. And now he's available. It's going to be 69. But back throw, he's at 85%. 85 to 63 as Gengalzo comes back onto the stage. We're going to see the forward air. It's going to be dash attack misses. Forward tilt in the other direction. It's going to be up smash. So Gengalzo will pick up 1 KO here, but now Glue Sting comes out for No Custody. Down throw, forward air. We see nope, dash attack misses. Back throw. Gengalzo about to lose Arsene here. He'll recover, and it's going to be 101 to 31. So a critically damaged Gengalzo. No Arsene, still a 1 versus 2. Glue Stink getting juggled around by the up airs. We see 3 up airs, but now that's side B, and after the side B, we're going to see forward smash miss. Out of parry. Nope, it's going to be the dash attack, so the second hit will land. It's going to be forward tilt. Gengalzo, he will be able to come back onto the stage. It's going to be down smash missing, and the dash attack, No Custody. They're going to win this game 5-3. Alright, so that was Fips' 20th KO of the regular season. So Fips becomes the first Amiibo to reach 20 KOs here in Season 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. I don't think anybody is going to break that record set in the previous season by Pancake, so I think Pancake's record of 26 is going to be safe for now. Let's press that screenshot button real quick. So Snake Tails, 2 KOs as a leadoff, No Custody, I believe. Let's see, was the record entering this round? They were 10-3 as well. They have a playoff spot, by the way, so No Custody. They are also in the playoffs. I forgot to mention that. No Custody clinched a spot in the playoffs. That completely went over everyone's head, but so No Custody, a win here. They are now 11-3 in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So that could possibly set up a scenario in the next round. Let me check. Wait, let me do a little bit of math. Let me do a little bit of math real quick. No Custody's 11-3. If Detroit and Dynamic lose, they would become 9-5. They could still win out. And if Dynamic wins out, that would be a win over No Custody, giving them head-to-head. Dynamic and Detroit do play each other. No Custody, they host Green Bay. The Novas are on the road at Toronto. Okay, no, it's not exactly a clinch scenario quite yet for regarding a first round bye for No Custody, so they would still need to win at least one more game most likely in order to clinch that first round bye. In No Custody, they do have that super important game in round 16 regarding possibly either the 1 seed or even a first round bye spot against Dynamic Divorce. Dynamic Divorce in the next round, they do host Detroit, but Dynamic Divorce, they still got to play their game. That's going to be the third to last game of the night, though, for Dynamic Divorce, as they have an easy game at Ottawa, already eliminated team. Alright, so Miami did lose in this round, which means that the current team, let's see, JEG Wentworth is safe in this round. Green Bay is safe in this round. They can be safer if they win their respective games. Boston is still alive from now, but Boston can be eliminated with a loss against JG Wentworth. So Boston's playoff scenario is still very much active. Let's see. Alright, so that's going to be it for this round. When we come, sorry, not this round. That's going to be it for this game right here regarding playoff scenarios, all that. When we come back, we're going to have the cross-conference game of the night. It's going to be the Ceiling Fans at Toronto when we come back in a small break.
Squad strike. Corona flags. Lucas. Violet. Dr. Mario. King TDD. Rosalina and Luma. Corona flags. Zelda. Leaf Sword Fighter. Pyra.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game Number 3, as we have the Ceiling Fans at Toronto. This is the only cross-conference game of the round, as Ceiling Fans in the Western Conference, They have never made it to the playoffs ever in franchise history. Here in Season 4, they are the only original team to have never done so. Aside from the boys, but the boys, you know, they folded after the first season. Their roster consists of Bloom, Gary, Gazan, Doom, and Stardazer. They are currently 6-7 right now with an opportunity to possibly sneak into a playoff spot. They need to win out and hope and pray for some things to go their way. On the other side of things, Toronto. We do have a change in the leadoff position. It's going to be Owo as the new leadoff once again. So Owo got benched earlier this season. She was in that number 2 slot, got replaced by Kaivine, but now Owo is back this time as the leadoff for Toronto. It's going to be Owo, Kaivine, Nezuko, Mordes, and Silly. Let's get started. In Toronto, they do have a playoff scenario right here in this round. Toronto can clinch a spot in the playoffs if they win, and we see losses from the Chaos Corp and Buffalo Amiibashers. Chaos Corp, they're going to be the next game from now. Buffalo in 2 games from now. But Toronto, if they want to clinch in this round, they need to get the job done here against the Ceiling Fans. It's going to be 0-22 right now, 0-33. We set an off special, making Owo already at 48%. We're going to see forward smash, 16-48. We see the neutral air. It's going to be up throw, up air. It's going to be down air now. Off smash from the Rosalina. She is at 75. 50-75 right now. Forward smash. Bloom at 65. It's going to be a trade of hits. 78-86. We're going to see that spike ball. She's trying to absorb it with the Wii remote. Does not do it. 93-86. We're going to see just Owo gets hit by the forward air. 93-97. We see Luma still active. This is still the first Luma, but this out smash right here, that's going to land. That was charged, and Bloom has another leadoff win for the Ceiling Fans. It's going to be 93-0 right now as Kaivine comes out. This is Crunch's Brawl Plant. He's been here all 4 seasons with Toronto. It's going to be 101-32 as we see just the off smash. It's going to be forward tilt, up air. It's going to be neutral air now. 107-51. 107-53 as we're going to see just the dash attack. It's going to be that spike ball. It's not going to land. We see forward tilt. After the forward tilt, we are going to see just the neutral air. 115-68. We see the up throw, making this 151-68-73. We see off smash missing from Bloom. It's going to be forward air, but the spike ball, that's going to hit Kaivine. Both plants trying to come back onto the stage. Down air from Bloom, that's going to miss. It's 164-106 right now. So we see up smash in Bloom. Has 2 KOs as the leadoff for the Ceiling Fans. This back throw from Nezuko, the Season 1 MVP, that's going to get rid of Bloom, but now Gary, a 4-3 lead for the Ceiling Fans right now. It's going to be 0-42. We see PK Fire, Lucas off stage with a forward air. Zelda should be able to come back onto the stage. She's going to take no damage right there, though. Going to be 0-79 after the forward air. It's going to be up tilt now from Nezuko. Finally, some damage being dealt onto Gary. 24-79 right now. We're going to see just the forward air again from Gary. Nezuko off stage, forward air once more. That's not going to KO quite yet. She will be able to come back onto the stage. It's going to be just the back throw. No, up throw actually. Nezuko still alive at 121 for now. We see down smash. Gary gets a KO here. It is a 4-2 scenario with the Ceiling Fans in the lead over Toronto. So we're going to see that off smash right now, 73-0 right now. That's going to be off smash again. Mordes. It's going to be 81-0 right now. Mordes takes some damage right there with the forward air, 93-12. So 2 kills from Bloom, 1 right here from Gary. It's going to be off the throw, 93-38. Mordes at 38% now. It's going to be just the 108-47. 124-47. We're going to see just the down throw. It's going to be a back throw. 136-55 as Gary gonna come back with the tether. We see down special. Gary still alive for now at 154. He's gonna PK Thunder to come back onto the stage. Will he go high? No, he'll go straight to the ledge. Up smash. That's gonna miss. Gary gets hit by a down special, making this 170-55. We see it's gonna be a high, and that will go unpunished. That's another missed up smash from Mordes right there. So 2 missed up smash on what could have been a KO. 182-55 right now. Mordes at 66. We're going to see the down special getting shielded. Up throw. We see just the up air now. It's going to be neutral air. Side B going to miss. Down air from the Lucas. It's going to be afterwards 184-195. Down special will finally get rid of Gary, though. It's going to be 3 versus 2, however. Gazan waiting. He'll come out for the Ceiling Fans now. It's going to be a back throw, 0-110. Try to go for that down air right there. A huge down air attempt. Does not land, but I mean, at this point, you can afford to go a little bit aggressive. Just don't go too aggressive or else it might backfire. Got to be 2, 6, 22 to 125 as we see more deaths. Dash attack is 34 to 125. Forward smash, Gazan at 52% right now, just racking up damage. 7% right now. We're going to see just a down special, 80 to 125. Gazan comes back onto the stage. It's going to be down smash again. More deaths, starting to erupt a little spark in her. It's going to be 94. Never mind. Gets KO'd by that forward smash. The Season 2 MVP Silly has a 1 versus 3 scenario for Toronto. If they want to possibly clinch a playoff spot here in this round, it's going to be 111 to 12 right now. We're going to see the side B. Going to make this 132 to 12. Silly goes for another side B. That one's going to land. It's not going to KO Gazan quite yet. I think the next one, if it lands, would, but she's not going to go for it. Instead, it's going to be a 4th throw here. 168 to 12. Gazan is going to be Mithra, Pyra, off smash from the Pyra. It's 1 versus 2 now, but Doom comes out, down throw, down air. We see the jab, jab, jab now from the Pyra. 34 each now. Gonna be, we see that pill getting parried, side special. Doom at 52% right now. We're gonna see just the off smash getting parried. It's gonna be now, it's gonna be just, we're waiting for the out smash. Once again, gets parried. It's gonna be side B. Doom at 75%. There is still Stargazer in the back, by the way, for the Slaying fans, but now we see the switch to the Mithra. It's gonna be 86 to 52. Pyra comes out again, down smash, 100 to 52 right now. It's gonna be up smash right here, and this is gonna go down to the last amiibo. It's gonna be 0 to 52 right now, 0 to 56. We see side B, forward tilt, forward smash getting parried, down smash from Silly. It's gonna be 14, 24. Up special makes it 47 to 66. Can Silly complete the comeback for Toronto? It's 58 to 81 right now. Out of parry, Mithra with the jab, jab, jab. We see the switch back to Pyra, and Pyra is going to go for a side B. It's going to miss for now. It's 69 to 81. But we see the up tilt. Going to make this side B. No, forward air. That's going to hit the Silly. It's 69 to 106. Off smash getting parried. Here comes back throw of the Stargazer. Silly's going to be off stage. She needs to switch to the Mithra, and that Gordo is going to miss for now because of Legend vulnerability. 69 to 137. It's going to be Mithra with a down smash into down tilt misses. Down smash lands. It's going to be 89 to 150. The forward air that's launching Silly towards the other direction. This forward smash, it misses. 109 to 150. Pyra is now back out for Toronto. It's going to be Silly waiting. It's a back throw right here. Stargazer off stage right now at 121. We see a forward throw, and that will not be the comeback. The Ceiling fans are going to hold on. They're going to get the win as they win against Toronto 5 to 4. So Bloom with 2 KOs as the leadoff gets 2 KOs for the Ceiling fans. We see Gary, Gazan, they pick up KOs. We see Nezuko and more desperate KOs. Silly tried to bring this back with 2 KOs, but she could not get the job done against Stargazer. The Ceiling fans, let's see. If they enter this round 6 and 7, I believe that's gonna bring them up to, let's see. That's going to bring the Ceiling fans up to 7 and 7 with 2 rounds remaining. Keep in mind, there is a free falling Fantasy Feet enthusiast in this league. Ceiling fans, they're only going to have a -2 differential, however, so let's see. The Swarm, the Critical Crashers, they do face off against each other. In fact, let's talk about that Ceiling fan schedule real quick. Their last 2 games. The Ceiling fans, to close out their season, they host the Cinnabon Splitters and they host Amiibo Engage. This is the last road game of the regular season for the Ceiling fans. Their last 2 games are going to be in front of a home audience at the Living Room. Alright. So, Toronto did not win in this round, so they cannot clinch a playoff spot in this round. So Toronto, in the Eastern Conference, they're going to fall down to a record of 8 and 6. With Miami falling, that's going to put Miami at 7 and 7. So they're still going to hold on to that number 5 seed, but there is a chance that the things could possibly open up for Toronto. Let's see. They still have to host the Novas in the next round, by the way. So Toronto, they have a tough matchup in the next round, but they do finish their season at the Boston Brawlers. That could possibly be an easy win for Toronto unless Boston wants to play spoiler. Alright, so that's going to be it for this game. Let's get that screenshot already. Actually, I think we got it already. Up next, it's going to be the Novas at the Critical Crashers. Sorry, not the Critical Crashers. I'm so sorry. There's like 2 different, sorry. No, the Critical Crashers play at the Swarm. This is going to be the Novas at the Chaos Corp. My apologies. So Novas at Chaos Corp. Chaos Corp, let's see, they're currently 6 and 7 right now, but a win right here with a higher differential than Miami and the Critical Crashers could get into that playoff spot. However, let's see. Buffalo, they're also 6-7, a win right here, and they could be in the playoff picture because Miami lost. So that Miami loss was also huge for this game right here. We'll talk more about that scenario when we get to that game, when we come back from our break.
Squad strike.
I apologize if the breaks were taking seem like a little bit longer. All that, my throat and my voice, it seems like a little bit rougher. It wasn't this rough today. It only got rough about like an hour ago, something like that, like before streaming. Because, okay, originally we were gonna stream at like 8 o'clock my time, which is about like 2 hours ago. But I got hungry, so I was like, let me make a chicken quesadilla. And like, I don't think it's a chicken quesadilla. I don't know what happened, but yeah, my throat started getting a little bit rough. All that. I'm going to see if I can tough it out, though. I think I should be able to tough it out for the rest of the match. I know we still got 10 games remaining, but we're going to see if we can get those 10 games done at a much faster pace, too, because, well, we're already going to be almost an hour in and only 3 games. That's Season 3 pacing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not do that. Also, I screwed up the schedule because I accidentally read the round 15 schedule. My apologies. This upcoming game is going to be the Novas at the Chaos Corp. Buffalo Chaos Corp, that is a round 16 game. My apologies. Round 15 game. My apologies. So this is going to be the Novas at the Chaos Corp. Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 4, as we have the Novas at the Chaos Corp. So, we do have an active playoff scenario in this round, 2 active playoff scenarios. Let's talk about that real quick. So, the Novas, they can clinch the first round bye in this round if they win, and we see losses from Detroit and the Dynamic Divorce. Detroit, Dynamic Divorce, they're going to be playing closer to the end of the night. As for the Chaos Corp, if we see a loss, then if they lose, Buffalo loses, and we see Detroit or Dynamic Divorce winning, then those teams would get into the playoffs respectively. So, this could, let's see, a Chaos Corp loss here plus a Buffalo loss in the next round, and that would open the door for Dynamic Divorce and Detroit to clinch playoff spots with wins. But if they lose and we see losses from Chaos Corp and Buffalo, then that would allow for, let's see, that would allow for, my bad. Wait, no, sorry, I'm screwing up the math, no worries, sorry, let me recount those playoff scenarios. Sorry, I've been like off all day. If I feel like too off, I might just do the rest of the round without commentary, but I think we'll be fine for this game. It's gonna be, let's see. So, the Novas, they can clinch a first round bye. That means that they'll have a 1 seed or a 2 seed if they win, and Detroit loses, and Dynamic Divorce loses. But the Chaos Corp, if they lose here, and Buffalo loses in the next game, then that means that Detroit wins, they're in. If Dynamic Divorce wins, they're in. So, if you're Detroit, you're the Dynamic Divorce, you want to be paying attention to these next 2 games, because if the Chaos Corp and Buffalo lose, you can get into the dance if your team wins. Alright, your roster is going to be Diabells, Valorex, It's Him, A+ to Me, and Talk is Cheap versus Papercut, Malpractice, Vespertine, Nightmare Sword, and Nachos. Let's get started. We're going to be moving a bit fast for the rest of this round just because we're about 1 hour into our live stream, and this is only game number 4 starting right now. We just took a look at a 7-minute long intermission. This is Season 3 pacing, folks, as Diabells, Papercut, they are going to be your leadoffs.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, man, my voice is done. I might do this game and the next game with commentary, then we'll see how we are. That plus, I think I'll try to reduce the number of intermissions we do need as well. It's going to be 46 to 85 right now. We'll see. If I need to run the rest of this round without any commentary, we'll just do so. But that's going to be Diabells with the leadoff win. So another leadoff win for Diabells. If she was in the Western Conference, she would be contending for that best leadoff. But she is in the Eastern Conference. There is Pant1 in there. Pant1 is broken the single season record for most leadoff wins in a regular season. But so instead, Malpractice comes out for, going to be for the Chaos Corp. It's going to be up smash, and Diabells gets KO'd. Here comes Valorex, trying to compete directly with Fish for an all-star slot. I mean, even if both are in the top 4 for the conference KOs, they'll still get into an all-star spot, but you want to be that all-star starter. It's going to be 9 to 84 right now. We see Malpractice. That's going to be a back row now. 99 to 93 as we see Malpractice. Down special, 25 to 93. Valorex. Valorex has been having a breakout season, his career best. That was last year. This year, he is once again having a career best season. Forward smash. That's going to get rid of Malpractice. Here comes Vespertine. Temporarily the default alt because both Diabells, Vespertine, they use the same color. We see up smash, 75. We're going to see just the up smash from the Vespertine now, 89 to 20. We do see an up smash right here. Valorex will be alive for now, but this up smash, that will still not KO Valorex, but this third one up is going to be a 4-air attempt. Now a back air. Back throw, my apologies. 141 to 20 right now. Vespertine has now taken damage a little while, and she's going to KO Valorex, so now it's him. Panger's Dr. Mario coming out for the Novas. It's going to be 0 to 58 right now. We're going to see Vespertine. It's going to be forward smash. That was a charged forward smash from Tim, and he's able to get rid of Vespertine right there. Nightmare Sword coming out for the Chaos Corp. It's going to be 3 versus 2 right now. Buffalo is trying to make sure, if Buffalo loses and they lose, then we can open the door for Detroit and Dynamic Divorce. So the Dynamic Divorce, Detroit, they are keeping a close eye on this game right here. It's going to be 34 to 62 right now. We see the up tilt from the link. It's going to be 48 to 68, 48 to 93 right now as Nightmare Sword. That's a pill. He's going to be able to come back onto the stage, however. Can It's Him pick up a second KO for this match? Going to be 70 to 108. We're going to see back throw, Nightmare Sword off stage, and that's going to be a pill angle. Nope, that he's going to go around the pills. It's 92 to 124. Forward air, that's going to miss from Nightmare Sword. It's going to be 92 to 124 as we see forward smash. That's going to get rid of it, Tim. now A plus to me. Coming out for the Novas, it's 2 versus 2, but this is the critically damaged Nightmare Sword. 1 KO so far for the rookie in this game. Gonna be 10 to 158. Side B, this is going to be a 1 versus 2 scenario for Nachos of the Chaos Corp. It's going to be 10 to 20 right now. 10 to 31. Up tilt. We're going to see just the neutral air. Up tilt. After the up tilt, it's going to be up smash missing. Down throw. Forward air from Nachos. Going to be 30 to 61. Forward tilt again. Got to make this 41 to 61. We see the Gordo. That's going to hit a plus to me. This Gordo right there. It's going to get shielded. It's going to be another shield. 2 hammer shielded. Third one's going to land. 66 to 61. 81 to 61. We're going to see just the ledge come back onto the stage. Back throw. It's 99 to 61 as we see Nachos. Forward tilt. A plus to me. There is still Joe's Ryu in the back, by the way, is A plus to me. Coming back onto the stage. Nachos giving up the stage position. We're going to see a forward smash get shielded, and that's going to be a down smash. Nachos at 90% right now. We're going to see if the first of 3 things that those 2 teams in the Eastern Conference need could be achieved right here. That's going to be a high up special, but that's going to be up air, and that's a KO right there. The Novas are going to win this game 5 to 3. Yeah, my voice is starting to give out, but we had some beautiful back and forth action until A plus to me erupts for 2 KOs. So, because my voice is starting to give out all that, I really want to get this round done. I'm going to have to do the rest of this round with little to no commentary. We'll talk about the match after they happen, so I apologize. The rest of this round is going to be done without commentary because my voice, it's starting to give out. And, I mean, I don't need my voice for tomorrow, but still. So, we apologize. The rest of round 14 is going to be done with no commentary, so let me put that in the chat real quick. The rest of round 14 will be done without commentary. Because my voice is starting to give out. Let me type that. Let me pin that real quick. Alright, so let me turn that microphone off. We will talk a little bit about these matches in between. I think my voice should have enough time between there, but it'll be much faster to actually load stuff, so let's see. The Chaos Corp has lost here. If Buffalo loses in this next match, and that's going to be the next match as they host Red plus Blue, then that opens the door for Dynamic Divorce in Detroit to clinch a playoff spot. Let's get that screenshot, and let's head to your next match. Microphone's going to be off for the rest of this round, aside from a little tidbit here and there.
Meta Knight. King TDD.
Alright, as mentioned, the rest of this round is being done without commentary, but this is going to be Game 5 of Round 14 as we have Red plus Blue at Buffalo. We saw the Chaos Corp lose. If Buffalo loses this game right here, then if Detroit or Dynamic win their games at the end of this round, they will clinch a spot into the playoffs. So a very important game here in the Eastern Conference. Let's get started. Alright, so Buffalo, they get a win right here. This is going to be a 5-3 victory for Buffalo over Red plus Blue. So that does mean that we will not see a clinch scenario for Dynamic Divorce or Detroit tonight. But if those respective teams win, this could become an or scenario with either them winning or Buffalo losing. As mentioned, Buffalo in the next round, they're going to face the Chaos Corp. Detroit, Dynamic Divorce, they actually do face off against each other. So that could result in this weird scenario where if Detroit and Dynamic Divorce win in this round, the winner in the next round could clinch a playoff spot almost guaranteed. So that could be a very fun matchup to deal with over there. Alright, 5-3 victory between Buffalo, 5-3 over Red plus Blue. The next game is going to be Very Dog's team at the Cinnabon Splitters. As usual, this is game 5, so let me, game 5, so let me back out and come back in. Usually I do this after game 4, but I think I forgot last time, so alright. Next game will be loaded in a couple of minutes. Let me get that screenshot, and we will see you in a little bit. Once again, no commentary for the rest of this, but I'll at least explain the score, all that, plus any scenarios. We'll see ya in a little bit.
Squad strike. TDD. Dr. Mario.
Alright, this is going to be Very Dog's team at the Cinnabon Splitters. This is game number 6 of round 14 of season number 4. Let's get started as your roster orders are now unknown. Uproot, Bob, Sauce Ultra, and Starless versus Mr. Ninja, Cloud Jr., Amazon Lily, Immersion, and Wet Stick. I believe there is one playoff scenario in this round, and that it's going to involve the Cinnabon Splitters. Let me double check. Actually, let's see. No, actually, there is no playoff scenario involving the Cinnabon split. Actually, yes, there is one. So, if the Cinnabon Splitters lose, or if we see wins from Amiibo Engage and a Fantasy Feed Enthusiast, then the Cinnabon Splitters will be eliminated. So, a loss here in the Cinnabon Splitters, they will become the first team eliminated in the Western Conference. Your game is starting right now. Leadoffs 910 versus Mr. Ninja. Okay, so Veridog's team, they're going to defeat the Cinnabon Splitters 5-4. The Cinnabon Splitters have now been eliminated from playoff contention. In this 5-4 game, beautiful back and forth action, Veridog's team, that's going to be another win for them. They're going to improve to, I believe, a 9-5 record now, so they now have back-to-back winning seasons. Started off just all right in the first 2 seasons, but now back-to-back, they could be inching closer and closer to a playoff berth in the next round. Veridog's team, in round number 15, they are going to go on the road at 450 Squadron. The Cinnabon Splitters, they are now eliminated. They could play spoiler at the Sailing Fans next round, though. Sailing Fans, they're trying to surge their way into their first ever playoff appearance in franchise history. We'll see about that, but the Cinnabon Splitters, they have been eliminated. A very strong preseason favorite, just didn't pan out in their inaugural season. Alright, coming up next, it's going to be the Ditto Burritos at the 456 Squadron. We'll talk about their rosters when they're loaded, but let me get to that right now.
Squad strike. Team sword fight. Team TDD. Hallow. Banjo and Kazooie. Sword fight. Team TDD.
Alright, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 7, as we're going to have the Ditto Burritos at the 456 Squadron. So, let's give a round of applause once again to NetEasy's King Deity Tilted. First Amiibo in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history to reach 100 career KOs. He got that done. He is sitting flat and evenly at 100 career KOs. He is more than 20 KOs away from second place, and that is Crunchy's Link Phipps, and that is including a career best season from that Link Amiibo with no custody. Anyways, for this matchup right here, I do think we have some elimination scenarios as well. So, if the 456 Squadron loses this game here, and we see wins from Amiibo Engage and a Fantasy Feet Enthusiast, then the squadron will be eliminated in this game. Feet, they play in 2 games from now. Amiibo Engage, they're going to be the second to last game of the night. We have a bunch of Western Conference games. Let's see, like, this is a 4-game Western Conference, 4-game Western Conference stretch we have right now in these games, after we had a 4-game Eastern Conference stretch. But yes, so the squadron can be eliminated in this round. Made the playoffs in the very first season, had a very regression of a season last season. We were hoping they could bounce back, but it did not really pan out as well. But a higher draft pick. We're not expecting as many expansion teams in Season 5. Not sure what the outlook is going to be for expansion, shrinking down, nothing like that. I think at the maximum, maybe we'll have like 30 teams. If like nobody leaves and we have all expansions, we'll see. But it's going to be Ditto, Tilted, Layla, Memories, and Did I Do versus Error, Cyber Sans, AMC Hammer, Mediafire, and Duolingo. I'm going to be off the mic because my voice is given out. I can't commentate all the full matches, but your leadoffs are Ditto versus Error. Okay, the 456 Squadron, they're going to get a big win here, a 5-2 victory over the Ditto Burritos. Let's look at those details real quick. Error, the leadoff, 2 KOs. MC Hammer, the rookie, though, he gets 3 KOs in order to steal this game to keep the season alive for the Squadron. Layla picks up 2 KOs, but the rest of the team for the Ditto Burritos, they fall silent in this match. A 5-2 victory for the 456 Squadron. This could be a big one here, but even though they do win, actually they do win, so the 456 Squadron, they are still alive for now. Ideally, you do want Amiibo Engage and Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, probably one of those two teams to lose. With the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts free falling, that could possibly be your easier way in, but there are going to be some complicated stuff going in as well, because, well, you have Critical Crashers, the Swarm, that's actually going to be the next match after this. Plus the Ceiling Fans, they are still very much alive. They got to win, so they are 7-7. So this would involve winning out, a bunch of those teams losing. We'll see if the Squadron could possibly bounce back into the playoff picture. Right now, the Squadron, with that win, they're going to be 6-8 with two rounds remaining. So at the very best, the 456 Squadron, if they win out, that is now back-to-back wins for this team, they would finish the season 8-8. Alright, coming up next is going to be the Critical Crashers at the Swarm.
Squad strike. Hero! King TDD. Twilight. Hero! TDD.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 8, as we are going to have the Critical Crashers at the Swarm. So, both teams in the Western Conference right now are 6-7 records, so they have 6-7 records. We did see the Ceiling Fans. They have now won 3 games in a row, by the way, the Ceiling Fans, to go up to 7-7, but their differential is only going to go up to -2, so the winner of this game, let's see, if the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts lose, then there is a chance that the Swarm, if they win this game, they could be in the playoff picture with 2 rounds remaining, but the Critical Crashers win, then they can be barely out of the playoff picture unless we see a big win from Critical and a big loss from Swarm. Sorry, from Feet. Feet in the next game from this, they're going to host Edmonton, the defending champion, who is also trying to stay alive. So, your rosters, it's going to be Gloom Edge, Grim Knight, Freak, Chaos King, and Informer versus Low, Vin Diesel, Baba Booey, Sidon, and I Don't Love You. The leadoffs are going to be Gloomedge versus Low. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but Low is trying to compete in that Western Conference for best leadoff for an All-Star game slot. We did see Colonist get another leadoff win against Nokoton, so Low needs to catch up against Gloomedge. Get 1 KO here to tie, get 2 KOs to be in the lead. Alright, the Critical Crashers are gonna defeat the Swarm 5-4 to get back up to 500. So 7-7 record with 2 games remaining to the regular season. Let's look at those KO totals real quick as Low once again gets another leadoff win for the Swarm. So he is still toe-to-toe with Colonist of your worst nightmare. We see Grim Knight with 2 KOs. Freak got 2 KOs, including that critical down smash. We see Informer with that game-winning KO. Baba Booey gets 1 KO for the Swarm. We did see I Don't Love You. He did bring this down to the last Amiibo, being able to KO Freak, Chaos King, but just was not able to steal the deal against Informer. So, the Critical Crashers, a 5-4 victory here. That does mean, so let's see, they won, the Ceiling Fans won. Let's see, the Critical Crashers and the Ceiling Fans, this 6 seed could possibly go down to Feet, Ceiling Fans, and Critical Crashers. So let's look at their schedule real quick. I think I do have the voice to be able to talk about the schedule. Let's see. Alright, so Fantasy Feet enthusiasts, they still got to play their match. That's going to be up next against Edmonton. They hold the advantage for now, but let's see. The Fantasy Feet enthusiasts, they finish their schedule by going at Miami, then going at the Time Zone Squad. This upcoming game is going to be the last home game for the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts. Then the Ceiling Fans. Let's see. The Ceiling Fans, their last 2 games of the season are going to be versus the Cinnabon Splitters, and then their final game will be versus Amiibo Engage, another team competing for a playoff spot. As for this team right here, the Critical Crashers, their round 15 game is going to be a tough one at the Diddle Burritos, but the Diddle Burritos, they just lost in the previous round, so they need to get a bounce back win against Critical Crashers. And then the Critical Crashers, they're going to play the final cross-conference game of the regular season in round 16. They're going to play JG Wentworth in the final round, so an Eastern Conference team in the last round. Alright, so with all that said, the game coming up next is going to be your defending champion, Edmonton, at the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts. Let's head over there real quick.
Squad strike. TDD. Joah and Kazooie. TDD.
Alright, welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 9. And for Game 9, we're going to have Edmonton at the Fantasy Fee Enthusiast. So, your defending champion Edmonton, we do have a playoff scenario in this round that could possibly result in elimination. So, Edmonton can be eliminated if they lose to the Fantasy Fee Enthusiast and Amiibo Engage wins against the Fun Gang. So Edmonton, because they do play Fantasy Fee Enthusiasts in this round, a loss plus Amiibo Engage win will eliminate the defending champion, and they'll become the first defending champion to miss the playoffs in their title defense season. On the other side of things, the Fantasy Fee Enthusiasts, they have lost 4 games in a row, trying to avoid making it 5. They start off the season 5-0, but as things stand right now, the Fantasy Fee Enthusiasts, their current record is 7-6. They are 2-6 in their last 8 games after starting off 5-0, trying to avoid a massive collapse, especially with the ceiling fans and critical crashers right underneath, ready to shark them through that playoff line. Your leadoffs is going to be King DD versus King DD and Crouch versus Biz Clavet. Let's get started. And for those of you who are joining the stream, by the way, my voice is like a little off, so I'm not doing any commentary during the actual games. We apologize for that. Your roster is going to be Crouch, Doofinator, Shiori, Ascent, and AI Sonic versus Biscovet, Ice Eater 40, Yuri, Equinart, and Lego Batman. This is the final home game of the regular season for the Fantasy Fee Enthusiasts. They will have their last 2 games on the road. Alright, the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts are able to snap their 4-game lose streak, get a win here against Edmonton. This loss for Edmonton though is going to make them extremely vulnerable to be eliminated later in this round when Amiibo Engage plays Fun Gang in 3 games. So, Crouch got that leadoff win, Ice Eater 40 got 2 KOs, Shiori gets a KO, Yuri gets a KO, Ascent gets 2 KOs, but Lego Batman comebacks and wins to get 2 KOs for Fantasy Feet enthusiasts. Their 4-game losing streak has been snapped. They're going to be 8-6 with 2 rounds remaining. The Fantasy Feet enthusiasts, however, if we look at their schedule, they go at Miami in the next round, and they'll finish their season at the Time Zone Squad. The Time Zone Squad is also trying to compete for a playoff spot. Time Zone, they're currently 9-5, so that's going to be a very fun matchup in the final round of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Anyways, Edmonton, if Amiibo Engage defeats Fun Gang in this upcoming round, in about 3 games from now, then your defending champions will be eliminated. They'll be the first defending champion to be eliminated during their title defense season. Alright, coming up next, we're going to have 2 games in that Eastern Conference. First, it's going to be Bastion at JG Wentworth. Bastion is at risk of being eliminated if they lose in this round.
Squad strike. Mario. Brawlers. Sword fighter. Sword fighter. Luigi. Kirby.
Alright, welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 10, as we're going to have Bastion at JG Wentworth. So we're back in the Eastern Conference now. We do have a roster order change for Bastion, who is facing elimination in this game. So it's going to be Les Blues, Agent P, Yummers, House MD, and Quandale Dingle. That's going to be a roster for Bastion. So We're going to see Agent P for the first time in a couple of rounds. We still don't know why Agent P was benched to begin with, but he's back on the active roster, so Buffa will not be activated for this game, so Les Blues is your leadoff. On the other side of things, Pant1. He is the best leadoff in the Eastern Conference, maybe even the league. I think if he gets a leadoff win here, that could lock things up for that All-Star game slot. Not sure, maybe it'll take the next round to lock things up, but JG Wentworth, they face Ottawa in the next round. Their roster is going to be Pant1, Channing Tatum, Smooth Criminal, JJ Vance, and Perp Limbs. Let's get started. As your leadoffs, Les Blues versus Pant1. My voice is still not up for commentating the rest of the stream because it just suddenly died midway through, so this match will be done without commentary.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, the Boston Brawlers keep their season alive with a win over JG Wentworth. So both teams are going to fall down to have 5 and 9 records exiting here. So both inaugural teams are going to have losing records. Boston, of course, they clinched theirs in the previous round, their losing record, but JG Wentworth going to have 9 losses. Of course, Pant1 is a shining star on this team, so let's see. We did see Pant1 with yet another leadoff win, this time against Les Blues. We see Yummers with 2 KOs, Agent P with a KO, House with a KO, Quandale Dingle with that game winner. On the other side of things, Pant1 lead off as usual. We see Channing Tatum, JJ Vance, and Perp Liz with KOs. So the Boston Brawlers keep their season alive by winning and Miami losing. So that is good news for Boston. I do believe that Buffalo is going to control that number 6 seed entering this round. The next round, however, and let's see. Buffalo and the Chaos Corp play each other, so that could make things hard for Boston, but Boston will have an easy game in the next round as they host a struggling Red plus Blue. Alright, so Boston is still alive for now at a 5 and 9 record. That's good news for Boston. Let me know. Yeah, because a Buffalo would be 7 and 7. Let's see. If the Chaos Corp lost, that puts the Chaos Corp at 6 and 8. I'm doing some math real quick. Let's see. If Boston... Okay, so Boston snaps their 3-game losing streak here. They're 5 and 9. If they win out, they could be 7 and 9. So let's see. If Miami loses out, Miami plays Feet and Novas. Buffalo, they play Chaos and Ottawa. And Chaos, they play Buffalo and Green Bay. Let me see. Yeah, I think the math adds up. I think the math definitely adds up. I think Boston, if they win out, we see if Green Bay loses this round here, JG Wentworth already lost. If Buffalo loses to the Chaos Corp, and Buffalo loses to Chaos Corp, and they lose the next round, we see Chaos Corp losing, and Miami loses out. That could open the door for Boston. It's a very, very long shot for Boston to get into the playoffs, but it's still very much possible. And sometimes miracles, they can happen. Boston at a 7-9 record, they would become the first team to enter the playoffs with a losing record. If that were to happen, it would be absurd. I don't think that's actually going to happen. Maybe not. Toronto's on a little bit of slump though, as they are going to be Boston's final opponent. So Toronto in a small slump. It is possible. Do I think it's going to happen? We'll see. But Boston, they have a very long shot, still active and alive, but a very, very long shot. They want to make it into the playoffs. All right, coming up next, going to be the second to last game of the Eastern Conference for tonight. So we have 3 games left. Going to be Dynamic Divorce at Ottawa.
One strike. Sephiroth. Piranha Blast.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 10. Sorry, Game 11, as we're going to have the Dynamic Divorce at Ottawa. Actually, let me ping Joe real quick in the Discord real quick. Joe, let me ping you real quick. Joe, you're up right now. So we're still not doing commentary because my voice started to give out, all that, but I still want to get this round done. We are going to have a Ganondorf Ditto in the leadoff position. So Jaws' Ganondorf Vibin versus Ditto's Ganondorf Taste for the Ditto. Dynamic Divorce. There we're going to see Vibin, Aerith, Mythos, TBD, and Felnot against Ottawa with Taste. Sauron, Papaya, Titus, and Zeldina. Both Zeldas use the same color, so Zeldina is temporarily using the white alt for now. Alright, so let's see. Dynamic Divorce. They are currently 9-4, I believe, in this league. A win here, that will be their 10th win, trying to catch up with No Custody and the Novas for a top 3 seed. But there is also Detroit, also trying to contend for one of those first round buys. Yes, 9-4, both Detroit and Dynamic Divorce. Detroit has the higher differential, but that's not going to matter as much when those two teams will face each other in the next round. No Custody, we saw get a win. The Novas, they got a win as well. So this just keeping up with the Joneses in this Eastern Conference playoffs. As for Ottawa, they are eliminated, 3-10 record. So at this point, they just like to play a little bit of spoiler. We'll see if they do that here. Let's get started. And as mentioned, your leadoffs is going to be a Ganondorf Ditto. Ottawa's roster is Taste, Sauron, Papaya, Titus, and Zeldina. No microphone for this match as my voice still trying to recover. All right, the Dynamic Divorce, they get a huge win here at Ottawa. It's going to be a 5-2 victory for the Dynamic Divorce. That's going to help them with a differential game as them and Detroit are trying to compete for those 3 and 4 speeds. Maybe even the 1 and 2. Dynamic Divorce, Detroit, they do play each other in the next round, but we see 3-4 KOs from Aerith and 1 from Mythos. Aerith popping off the second 4 KO performance of the season. This is going to be her first since Season 2, Round 16, when a Dynamic Divorce, they clinched the #1 seed of the Season 2 playoffs over Your Worst Nightmare in that final round show-off. So Taste got that leadoff win. Aerith erupts for 4 KOs. It's a shame I couldn't commentate this match, man. It's a shame. I almost thought about getting back on the mic when Aerith had 3 KOs, but no, I'm sorry. And Mythos gets that game-winning KO. We see Zeldina pick up a KO, so Team D fail not. They will not get KOs here in this game, but that was just insanity from Aerith there. 4 KOs against this Ottawa team. That's the second time someone gets 4 KOs against Ottawa. We saw Pancakes during his MVP season last season get 4 KOs against Ottawa to open up Ottawa's season. Pancakes still at the Time Zone squad, but we'll mention this is Aerith's second career 4 KO performance, her first since season #2. And as for this season, this is only the second time we have a 4 KO performance. The last time we had one was Bob against Your Worst Nightmare. Alright. That was in round 8, by the way, for Veridog's team. I believe that was Your Worst Nightmare's second loss of the season, but Ottawa, they're going to fall down to 3-11. Red plus Blue, they're going to fall down to a lower record than that, I believe. Alright, we got 2 games left. And we're going to go to Amiibo Engage at Fun Game because that could be an elimination scenario. So let's get this rosters loaded and then I'll talk about that real quick. My voice, as you can hear, still not the best. So let's get that screenshot and let's head there right now.
One strike. Mario.
Alright, welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 12, as we're going to have Amiibo Engage at Fun Gang. So, there is one playoff scenario in the Western Conference we do have to be concerned with, and that is going to be Edmonton. Your defending champions could be eliminated if Amiibo Engage wins this match here, because Edmonton, they lost to the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, snapping the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts 4-game losing streak, which means if Amiibo Engage wins here, they will be eliminated. There is also another thing too, because since the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts won, even though the 456 Squadron won their game, if Amiibo Engage wins here, the Squadron will also be eliminated. So there is a chance that, however, and if Fun Gang loses here, then Fun Gang themselves, they'll be eliminated. So, a win for Amiibo Engage right here. That's going to bring Amiibo Engage's record up to 8-6. They'll become one win away from clinching a winning record. Amiibo Engage, their last 2 games of the season are going to be, let's see, the last 2 games of the season will be at versus Your Worst Nightmare and at the Ceiling Fans. So that's going to be that's Ceiling Fans team. They're on a 3-game win streak, by the way, so that's going to be maybe a tough match at the very end. That could possibly be a 4-game win streak when they got to go on the road at the Ceiling Fans. But if Amiibo Engage wins here, then 3 teams will be eliminated in the Western Conference. That will be the 456 Squadron, that will be Edmonton, and that will be the Fun Gang. Alright, let's get started. Your rosters are Jacob, Dr. Crockpot, Doodlebob, Redwing and Raikou versus Poro the Farm, Pity Bitch, joah, and Urshifu. Jacob and Poro are your leadoffs. Alright, Fun Gang will keep the season alive for not only themselves, but also the 456 Squadron and Edmonton. So all three of those teams will stay alive. The only team eliminated in the Western Conference will be the Cinnabon Splitters. So Fun Gang, still alive. 456 Squadron, still alive. Edmonton, the defending champions, still alive. This is going to be a 5-4 victory for this team. We see the Farm gets 2 KOs, Dr. Crockpot got a KO, Poor with the leadoff win, Pity Bitch with a KO, Right Wing with a KO, Raikou tried to bring it back with 2 KOs, but Urshifu got that game winner for Fun Gang. That's Fun Gang, Edmonton, and the Squadron all still alive. Alright, we have one game left, and that's going to be Detroit versus Green Bay. Detroit, they can make themselves one step closer to clinching a playoff slot if they win tonight at Green Bay. So let's head to that right now. I'll be back on the microphone to talk about that match in a little bit.
Squad structure. Corona flags. King TDD. Violet. Pyro. Pokemon. Unicorn. Young Link. Little Mac. Mario. King TDD.
Alright, welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is Season 4, Round 14, Game number 13, the last game of the night, as we have Detroit at Green Bay. Your rosters are going to be Deku Baba, coming at ya, Farmed, Blood Flame, and Dandori versus Pink Furby, Young Thug, MacBook, Lasagna, and Chuck E. Cheese. Detroit, they are on an 8-game win streak. Can they make that a 9-game win streak? Let's see. Detroit, their current record right now is going to be, I believe, 8. Let's see. Yes, Detroit's roster, their record right now is going to be... Oh, that's the Western. We need the East. Their current... Sorry, 7-game win streak. My apologies. Detroit is only on a 7-game win streak, but they can make it an 8-game win streak if they win here at Green Bay. The last time Detroit has lost a game, let's look at that real quick. They started off 2-4, so that was all the way back in round number 6. And during that time, Detroit in that round, let's see, who did they face? Their last loss was to J.G. Wentworth. So just a little idea of how long it's been since Detroit has lost a game. I believe this, yeah, I believe this is the longest winning streak in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League Season 4. I don't know what the longest win streak all time is. No, it's tied actually, because the Novas, they did win 8 in a row, so they can tie the Novas win streak if they get one here. As for Green Bay, they're trying to keep their season alive. A loss, and they could be facing elimination in the next round against, let's see, Green Bay. They face no custody in the next round, so they desperately need to win this if they want a chance. All right. Let's get started as Green Bay. Their roster: Pink Furby, Young Thug, Pink Furby, Young Thug, MacBook, Lasagna, and Chuck E. Cheese. Your leadoffs are going to be Deku Baba versus Pink Furby. Alright, hopefully we're going to get this match started. Unfortunately, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to commentate. My voice just gave out in the middle of the round. Hopefully by tomorrow's stream for round 15, we're able to get back to doing commentary, but enjoy the last match of the night. Alright, with that kill right there, Farmed is going to become the second and be able to join the 20 KO club. As of right now, we have Detroit leading 3-2 over Green Bay. Detroit, their win streak is going to get snapped in round 14 against Green Bay. So a 7-game win streak for Detroit has been snapped. As Green Bay, they're going to win this game 5-4. This is huge for the dynamic divorce because if they get a win, that could possibly mean that Detroit, they'll have to play in the first round. So Detroit, they especially need to beat the dynamic divorce in this next upcoming round. It might not even be a match for a 1 seed or a 2 seed. At that point, it could possibly be a battle. Actually, it could still be a match for a 1 seed or a 2 seed. If Detroit wants a first round bye, what they would need is no custody, preferably to lose out, including a loss to Green Bay, loss to dynamic divorce, and for Detroit to win out their last 2 games. So defeat dynamic divorce, and then in the final round, defeat who they play in the final round, defeat red plus blue. But Green Bay, they're going to keep their season alive. Pink Furby with that leadoff. We have coming at ya with 2 KOs. Lasagna with 2 KOs. Farnd joins the 20 KO club with that his 20th KO right there. 1 KO against, going to be against MacBook, who did get a KO too. Farnd self-destructed afterwards. I wonder if that could have been super costly as Lasagna just goes off with 2 KOs. Dan Dory picks up a KO, and Chuck E. Cheese gets the game-winning KO for Green Bay. But that's going to do it for tonight as Detroit's 7-game win streak comes to an end. So that means the record now, it's going to be, I think Detroit's record is now 10-4, right? 10-3. Wait. Let me do the math. I have the standings somewhere posted over here. So let's see. So Detroit, yeah, they're going to fall to 9-5 actually. Yeah, 9-5. So Detroit, if they still win out, that could bring them to 11-5. That won't be their best record in franchise history, though, because Season 1, they did have a 12-4 record. But, alright, Detroit's 7-game win streak comes to an end. That does mean that the Novas will have the longest win streak in Season 4. That was a win streak that lasted from round 4 all the way until round 11, I believe. Yeah, round 4 to round 11. So that was, let's see, the Novas, yeah, so, let's see. How was that Nova's win streak again? Let's see. They had beaten the Swarm, a bunch of teams all the way until they lost to, who did they lose to in that round? No, it wasn't Edmonton. It was round 12 when they lost. That was when they lost to Green Bay. So, Green Bay, they know how to break these win streaks. They defeated the Novas, who had an 8-game win streak. They defeat Detroit, who had a 7-game win streak. So, watch out, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a win streak, Green Bay will end your win streak. Alright, I think the longest active win streak now, probably 3-game win streaks, most likely from, I think the Ceiling fans might be tied for a long active win streak. We'll double check that. Dynamic Divorce, let's see. Yeah, Nova's won, let's see. Trying to see what the longest active win streak is now. It's gonna belong to, let's check the West real quick. Your Worst Nightmare, let's see, Your Worst Nightmare lost. That snaps a 5-game win streak. So, let's see. Yeah, the longest active win streak now is going to belong to the Ceiling fans. They have a 3-game win streak, and they could possibly ride that out to finish their game with a 5-game win streak. We'll see. So, multiple win streaks snapped in this round. Your Worst Nightmare, Detroit, their win streaks come to an end at 5 and 7 games respectively. We will have those updates, those KO leaders, as well as the MVP race, all that updated. I think it's still going to be tied this time at 20 between Fipsch and Farnd. But that's going to do it for tonight. Hopefully my voice is able to rebound for tomorrow, because we are going to stream during the football game, all that. But until then, y'all have a nice one. We will see you tomorrow for round 15 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, the usual time at 8 instead of 9 as we did today. And hopefully this stream does not take 3 hours. Hopefully we get under 2.5 hours like last time. I just need to reduce my yapping. But until then, we'll see ya tomorrow.